Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome in to Living 757. Dare we say the coolest show in town?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we shouldn't say dare.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
I miss you.
Doing good. Glad to be here amongst you as well. I know that there's some holidays there's a holiday that's coming up.
Apparently, you're still in one holiday that we just passed. Green.
Well, yeah.
Oh, he finally wore green.
I was about to wait for this.
I wore green 2 weeks ago, ladies.
I
okay?
know, for
Okay,
St. Patrick's
I
Day
want y'all to
show.
understand that.
But now
it
you-
was green.
But now you got it. This is
I
more
don't
green.
like the look on your face. That was great.
It was
Yeah.
teal at best.
I mean, this is more green than the one that you had on that show.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
You definitely had like a
But let's go
cerulean
back to
color
future events and future things. I'm
okay,
sorry.
got you.
Chris.
So when it comes to green, springtime brings a bunch of green,
Yes,
but
finally.
Easter is coming up, right? So with Easter,
What
like,
else comes with Easter?
well, people getting dressed up in clothes.
Yep.
And what else?
Like
Pollen.
who?
Pollen.
Pollen.
Pollen comes.
No. So, well, I mean, like
It's
pollen
spring,
comes
not
with
with-
spring, but like with Easter, we talking about like wearing Easter suits. Like, did you ever have to get dressed up for Easter? That either of you?
Oh yeah. Like
Right.
my mom made me put on the hats with the big bows.
Right.
And then she dressed me in those dresses with like the giant collars. No offense, Mom, I looked like a doily.
And you go outside like that? Dress?
Yeah.
You go outside.
Or not just for fun in the
especially
house.
to like church.
Yes, because it was Easter
Really?
Sunday.
Church and then an Easter egg hunt.
Right. And so when I was younger, and I don't know if I have these pictures at home, but my mom would put me in these suits, and I would have these little bright powdered blue suits, and so imagine this little bitty scrawny kid. These powder blue suits with little dress shoes, and
Oh my God.
then after church, we get to go Easter egg hunting. So I don't know if y'all ever
You
did
going
the Easter egg.
to with that
Note to
dress?
Quincy's mom.
With that suit?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's that
I need to
picture.
ask your mom. Where's mom? Mom, we need that picture, please. You say baby blue and red shoes.
Oh,
And then
send it.
yes, please.
Send it.
Mama, if you love your son,
She does love you. That's why she's gonna
don't
share
send
that
it
picture.
to these
She thinks it's
individuals.
the cutest picture she's ever seen of
Your
you.
mom
She's
is
for
the
sure
cutest.
gonna
No.
share it.
You know what? Like, I don't know how much y'all have seen my mom comment on Facebook, but she's on Facebook. She's in her 70s, but she's on Facebook. This woman has gone back and commented on other people. So let's say if y'all post something, and if I happen to like it, she will comment on it. I'm so proud of you, Quincy, having
course she is.
friends. Be like, Mom, stop. Like, get off of Facebook, Mama. So do not ask her to do anything
leave
because she
her alone.
will.
Mama, we love you. Just keep doing what you're
Stay
doing.
off of Facebook,
and please
Mama.
send me that picture.
Yes.
Baby
Yes.
blue, a suit, and a red shoe.
No, hold up. Did y'all ever do Easter egg hunting? Because we did. Like, that was a
Yes.
thing in Texas, like in the country. Like,
Yep.
we would, my grandmother and them would put eggs in some, where they will boil them first, right? So they
Okay.
would boil the eggs.
Wait
And
a
then,
minute. Boil eggs?
right, so you will boil the eggs and then you will paint the shells. Like pink, yellow, green, and all those colors. And then they would go hide these eggs in the country, like in these tall weeds. And then we would be out there in our Easter suit with a little basket trying to find stuff. And it was the most exciting thing as a child. Like, y'all didn't do that in
And you
Virginia?
you ate
That
that?
sounds like a recipe for disaster.
What you mean?
I feel like you guys took two separate traditions and made them into one tradition.
First of all, I'm not
No,
going to
no, no,
talk
like-
about my family like that. Like, we did exactly what we were supposed to do in Texas. We were Easter egg
I
hunting.
understand that,
knowing
but
that bunnies
most people
don't lay
will dye
eggs.
eggs as an activity.
Yes.
And then they will hide plastic eggs.
Oh,
What happened if
yes.
you guys didn't find all the eggs?
We were 7 years old, eating, like peeling the shells off.
Oh
and just
my God.
eating boiled eggs and wondering why our stomachs
That's
were
so
hurting.
cute.
Wait a minute, but what happened if you didn't find some of them? Because you know when eggs go bad, they'll like.
Well, when we didn't find it, apparently the people that hid them would go get them and probably cook them for dinner or something.
Well, good for them for having great memories because
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, we just looked for plastic eggs.
Hold on.
Yes.
But did y'all do
Well,
Easter egg hunt?
if you ask about myself, my childhood, no, I never have that tradition because it's more like a Catholic.
Yeah.
We go to church, we do different activities, but I'm not like the hunting the
Okay.
eggs. When I moved to America with my boys, yes, I have to do it, but like Ashley, she just mentioned it. It was plastic eggs, and we put chocolates inside or money.
Yeah.
We hide it
Oh.
all. Yes, and the funny thing was just to collect the money and chocolates. I don't know, but I started
You
doing
didn't do
that.
it in your country.
No, I didn't do it back in Uruguay because it's not something that we
Right.
did.
So
But
when
we
we-
do celebrate
Easter.
Easter, yes.
Okay.
So when we were talking about this before we got started, it occurred to me, like, where did the concept of an Easter egg even come from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also the Easter bunny. Like, there's an Easter bunny and he's leaving eggs, but bunnies don't lay eggs.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of questions surrounding all of
Yes.
this. So I decided to look it up.
Okay.
So way back in the day, in early Christian times, they believed that the egg was representative of the empty tomb of Jesus. They said the full egg signified the sealed tomb, and the cracking signifies resurrection.
Yep.
The bunny actually came from early German folklore, and it was originally called Osterhase, which means Easter hare. And when we adapted it here, since we don't have hares, it turned into rabbit/bunny.
Yes. And how cute is that story? Because, I mean, for my side back in South America, it's more like a Catholic tradition.
Yep.
And I don't know if everybody knows that exactly what you just shared with the audience because
I
it's more
didn't.
like a fun thing for Easter. When you talked about Easter here, the bunny, the Easter hunt, I mean, it's different.
Right. So back in Germany, like way back when it started,
Yeah.
they said that basically like the bunny was kind of like Santa Claus in a way, where he would watch over all the children and then he would leave the good ones like
Yes.
a treat.
How cute. Thank you, Ashley, for sharing that.
No
I love
problem.
Pretty
it.
interesting.
I love it.
Yeah,
There's-
from the Tooth Fairy to the Easter Bunny to the.
Santa Claus?
It's just a bunch of.
To
it's too
Santa
much to
Claus,
keep up.
right.
I know.
And you know what? This next thing I'm about to talk about
Yeah.
is like Christmas in my eyes. So
Yes.
we had author Elle Costamano on a couple weeks ago,
Yes, I
right?
think a couple
She's
weeks.
fantastic. She's the author of the Finley Donovan series. And right after she came on, it was announced that Tina Fey
Yeah, from
is
SNL.
adapting her series. Finley Donovan is killing it for
Nice.
Peacock.
Yes.
Tina Fey, like Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live,
We love
comedic
her.
genius,
Yeah.
Tina Fey. This is so exciting. Like, it's going to be on a huge platform. Peacock is great. It's easy for people to subscribe, and the story is so
Yes.
fun. I'm telling you guys, like,
Congratulations.
I have not loved reading fiction so much in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
congratulations to Elle. We're so excited
Yeah.
for you, and we can't wait to see
Yes,
the
she
show.
needs to come back later on and tell us how was everything.
Oh yeah,
She does.
congratulations. Now
Yes.
that's obviously some cool news from people right here in our own backyard, but let's go to some weird news from outside the 757, more specifically in the place down under.
Down under?
Yeah, in Australia. So, okay, I'm gonna set the scenario. So let's say that you're overseas, you're vacationing, and then you're getting ready to fly back to the States, right? So what do you want to do? You want to go pick up some souvenirs, right?
Yes.
So you end up in the airport, and you go to the gift shop, and you're over looking at some things. Question: have you ever been somewhere and you saw something move out the corner of your eyes, and you just be like, "Did I just see something?" As soon as you look,
Yeah.
it's nothing there. Okay.
Yeah, but that can be reflections,
Right.
so many things. Yeah.
Right. So, but then you look again and you realize what you thought you saw moving was some big brown eyes from an actual possum that was right there,
Oh my
mixed
God.
on the shelf with stuffed
Oh my
animals.
God.
It was a real possum inside of a gift shop in an airport in Australia.
He's so
and
cute.
he was like just blending in with the stuffed animals, and it freaked folks out because it's like, first of all, how did he get there? And this dude was just as smooth, just.
Imagine if you just, because
Yeah.
I can tell right
I mean,
like
he
that,
looks like, man, look,
he
I
look-
hope don't nobody see me. I
That
hope don't nobody
Yes.
see me.
That possum looks like he is just like, if
Yeah.
I don't move, they can't see me.
Right,
If I don't
right.
move,
But-
they can't see me.
But he's got to blink his eyes, or he's got to move his eyes. And possums got those real pronounced brown eyes too.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, I remember one
For
day,
sure.
Sabrina was going to go take some trash out, and we on the side of our house is where our trash bins are. And she said, "I'll never forget. I came face to face with a possum." And it was a nice size. But possums, you don't know if they're rabid or anything like that either. So she said, I looked at it, it looked at me, and it opened up its mouth as if to say, and she said, I don't even know what I did with the trash. I just know that I came back in the house. So, cool possum. I mean, apparently he wants to fly back home too.
I have a possum story.
Gosh.
I have a possum story. So when Keith and I first started dating, we got our first place together. It was this condo off 19th Street at the beach.
Yeah.
And we're there one night, and we have friends over, and Keith and his friend Ryan, who's known forever.
Yeah.
They go to the store. Keith comes back. Ryan's like a minute behind him. Ryan walks in the door downstairs and goes, Keith, come look at this. We thought he had brought salt and vinegar potato chips because Keith hates vinegar, and it was like this big joke. He walks up the stairs holding a possum by its tail. Ooh. And the possum is just like wiggling, and Keith is like, get that thing out of my house. We're like, what are you doing?
Oh, yeah.
And he has become like, yeah, this has become like a pattern with Ryan.
Yeah.
What animal will he bring home next?
Oh my gosh, I would die if I was see like that right there. Just
We have a video of it. I'll have to find it and post it to the page.
I will freak out because
From
I'm
possums to raccoons that
Yes.
be walking through the neighborhood, these things, they run the neighborhood. So
I mean, I don't like
but
raccoons.
Look,
Better than a bear.
Yeah,
I
right. Facts. Facts all day. Now, we definitely got a great show
Yes.
planned for y'all today, don't we, ladies?
Yes, we do.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah,
We are
because
getting
we are
started with Rouge Theater.
Rouge Theater, and then we got a young viral star. She's going to show us some dance moves.
And we've got live music by the Darius Ford. But first, coming up next, we are talking noodle. Stay right there. The coolest show in town is just getting started.
No noodles to eat.
This segment is brought to you by A&A Bilingual Tax Services, helping families and businesses keep their hard-earned money.
A&A Bilingual Tax Services, ayudando a familias y negocios a conservar el dinero que tanto les ha costado ganar.